Hello traders, so I wanted to circle back to our compare and contrast series. I noticed that I kind of omitted a fairly basic one that I think needs to be in there. And then we'll continue with more complex ones as we go forward. But this is the selling a put versus buying a call. So both of these are bullish oriented positions. And first of all, if you would, make sure you like and subscribe to these. Give me a thumbs up or something so that I know that these are of value to everyone. But also in the comment section down below, I'm going to leave kind of a little more detailed description of what I'm covering today as well. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to build these two positions. I say build, they're actually going to be pretty simple in this particular case. So I'm going to pause a second, I'll get those queued up, and then we'll... All right, so I've got both of these set up now, and what I've done is I've gone out 36 days. So we're out 36 days to expiration on both of these. I'm going to close this little window right here just to give us a little more screen to view, and I've got both of these set at 10% range, so we're covering 10% of the range of our P&L diagram, just so that everything kind of is can look as similar as possible. The SPY closed today right at about 446, so I'm looking in both cases at a 446 strike. So everything should be essentially the equivalent here on these positions. So what we need to look at if we sell a put, again, both of these positions are bullish in nature. In both cases, we are expecting that the market is either going to stay the same or go up. So a neutral to bullish. And what I mean by that, for example, with the short put, well, if I sell my short put here at 446 right at the market, my break even is down here at 438, meaning that this does not have to go up in value in order to make money. And we take in a credit of $712 when we sell this position. Now, the other thing to look at here, which is interesting, is theta. So theta is a positive number here that works in our favor. So when we put this position on, we sell that short put, and then this is going to decay, meaning on average, it's going to benefit our account, or about $8 to $9 in profit is going to creep into this trade every day. Now, again, this is a theoretical calculated number using standard options modeling. There is no guarantee it's going to be exactly that. And of course, volatility, market movement, etc., all plays a role in that. But it's a gauge to kind of tell us how this might react. Again, if the market does not move at all and we go forward in time, well, when we sell this put for the amount that we sold it for, $712 or $7.12 for the put, and the market does not move when we get out to our expiration on September 15th, this position will be worth $712. So we will have made $712 in this position. So, and again, the market doesn't need to move at all. Now, let's look at the counterpart, the long call. Now, if you were to buy a 446 long call, again, same expiration, we are going to pay $872 for that. Now, that $872, because we're paying that amount, that means that in order for this position to be profitable at expiration, the market has to go up, okay? The market has to get up and above this 455 mark before it will offset the amount that we paid in this position. So in this case, if we come in and we look at theta, theta is working against us. Theta is decaying at the rate of about $13 to $14 a day. So what that means is that I really have to have a strong bullish opinion if I want to buy the long call at this location, because I not only have to think the market's going to go up, but I have to think the market is going to go up by almost $8, $9 before this thing becomes profitable. So I have to have definitely a stronger bullish opinion here. I can't just set and wait for the market. If the market does nothing, over here we make money if the market just sets still. Over here, we are going to lose money on a daily basis if the market sets still. So both of these trades have a place to be used, but it really depends on what your opinion of the market is. And of course, these strikes can be moved around to different points. We could buy a deep in the money call, or we can come right back here. We can go way up here. So this is the value of something like OptionStrat, is that we can come in and we can pay very little for this long call all the way up here. I mean, we'd only pay 79 cents or $79 for this long call. But in this case, I mean, the market's got to go way, 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 way up. So this is where we're trying to match our market expectations and opinions to an options trade. So those are the two ways that these are going to react. But probably the most important thing to understand about these is look at the risk that you have and the reward. So here, if we sell a put, we basically have a limited reward. Our reward maxes out at the credit that we took in on this trade. So there's no way if SPY went up to 700, we're only going to make $712. And we have a very high degree of risk here, okay? So in other words, what I mean by that is if the market were to tank, we're going to lose money as far down as SPY goes, all the way down to zero. So obviously that's not going to happen. But you have this risk, this larger risk on the table. But you also have a higher % chance of profit. Now, this is going to use a lot more money depending on your broker and the type of account you have. Your broker may very well set aside $9,000 of your account to put on this particular trade. Now, if we compare and contrast that to this long call, the long call, our maximum risk is what we paid for the trade. Our maximum loss here is $872. Our chance of profit's a little lower. Now, of course, that can change as we move these strikes around, and that's what I urge you to do, is to come into OptionStrat, slide those things around and play with them and learn how that impacts your chance of profit in a trade, or how much profit you might be able to generate in a trade. Now, over here, as you recall, no matter how high the market went up, we were never going to get more than $712 in profit. Over here, we have essentially unlimited profit potential. So the market can go up to 485, and we're going to be up $3,000 in this trade. So again, everything in options trading is trade-offs. You have to decide what's going to be the best situation to use for you and your market expectations. Now, I will say the one time that I do tend to largely use a short put, which you've seen in one of the sample trades that I've done, the start to finish trades, is I do use the sale of these puts to sometimes get into a position. This starts what's called the wheel process, and if you're unsure exactly what that is, go and look for the specific trade that I did where I started a wheel in Google. So that kind of gives you an overview of these two different types of positions, the short put and the long call. Again, both of these are bullish, or I would call this one maybe neutral to bullish, again, if you're putting it on at the money. And this one I would call more of, this is really a bullish position, because if it just sets still where it's at, it's going to decay on you and you will lose money on a daily basis. So hopefully that's helpful. Again, please like, subscribe, ask any questions. I'll try to answer those as best I can. And thanks so much for taking another look at the Compare and Contrast series.